What up, folks? It is the most famous nigga who's nameless. Broadcasting yet again. Bringing you episode 2 of this Vampyr. Cool. Alright. We've talked to this guy. He's a carpenter, blah, 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 blah. He doesn't have anything useful for us right this second. What's this? Unfinished letter. Details. Excuse me. The heck is the unfinished letter at? It's probably back here. There we go. View. Pembroke Hospital. Dear children, sorry I did not write to you before, but it hurts like hell just to write these few words on bloody paper. Don't worry, Daddy will go out of the hospital as soon as the doctor fixes his arms. Ah, so this is from the guy that we just talked to. In the meantime, if you need something, go see Mr. Chadwick at the construction site and tell him that you are Harvey Fidwick's, or Fiddicks. Harvey Fiddick. Tell him you're Harvey Fiddick's children. You remember Robert Chadwick? The big guy with the mustache who helped me repair the house door last spring? Go see him and ask for a few bob. He won't refuse to spare you a few. I'm sorry I can't work anymore for now, but we'll figure out something as soon as I'm out. Don't worry. Everything will be fine as soon as Daddy's arm is strong again. As soon as the doctors have fixed my arm, That is the end of the letter. Got some details for you, Harvey.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Any news about my operation?
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin raids. We never found her body.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea.
Man.
I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Little bleeders indeed. I will be feasting on your children if I had the option. Okay, so we only need one more hint to get the full range of your experience here. This is the doctor who is treating you. Ackroyd, the doctor with the bad attitude that I'm definitely going to be eating.
Goodbye for now,
question
Mr.
about
Fiddick.
that.
I'll see you later.
Thank you, Mr. Fiddick, for your candor. Let's see here. Okay.
Circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
All right, kid. Let's see here. It's the side door to the hospital entrance. Let's go back here to see if we can find that wallet real quick. Oh, what? You're crazy
Good
looking
evening,
bird.
Miss Hawkins.
Good
No,
evening,
not
Dr.
you.
Reid.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
This one. I want to talk to this one.
Good evening, Miss. I'm Dr. Reid, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep
Wow.
calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reid, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Say it a little louder and draw attention to us, why don't you, crazy lady? Thelma?
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Ah, I see.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
So she believes she's a vampire, but she obviously is not.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover to hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Back garden, same place that Milton was talking about.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
On target. Okay, we
I'll
got
leave
all the
you,
information
mistress of the
get
dark,
out of her.
to your nocturnal activities.
Alright. Okay, that's the Diggitish doctor right here. That's the side door to the hospital. Again, we come full circle. Medical emergency. Through the hallways, please.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Talk to these people over
Daily
here.
routine.
It's the crazy lady who believes she's a vampire. She's obviously no match for me.
It's locked.
Locked it is. What about this? A long letter. Hello, sis. How are things in the big city? Here in Brum, things are not so good. It seems the flu is here again. We have many new cases of infection in the neighborhood. Do you remember Miss Scheller? The old drinking hag from the 3rd floor? She passed away 2 days ago, and her flat is already occupied again. Jeez. You would have to pay me a huge amount of money to go sleep in the bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. Sorry, did not take time to quickly answer your last letter. Between taking care of little Paul, Mom, Dad, and my job at the factory, really find time to write to my favorite bugger, or favorite sister. Haha, my bad. By the way, my son says hello to his auntie Pippa. You should see the little bugger. Already driving me mad, and Mom says you bring back some of those marvelous cakes the next time you come back home. In your last letter, you told me that you thought about quitting your job at Pembroke Hospital. I have to tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There are always jobs at the factory, but wages are shit. And it's as boring as a day without a shag. Oh, I have a new fiance. And no, I'm no slut, you moral bitch, you. If you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting dead every morning, maybe you better stay in London and join that band you told me about. The Guard of Privin, something like that. Never heard of them. But if they're like you said, some sort of civil militia trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. Just be sure to let the others go in the front. That's how my poor Billy got killed in France. By leading too many patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, come back as soon as you can and give me all the good news before that. I'm your affectionate sister. Lucy, Paul, Mommy, Dad. Okay. Got a little bit more information from Pippa, huh? Some more hints and clues as to who she be. Oh, okay, that's the back area. Oh, I see something shiny.
It's locked, all right.
Son of a day. Alright, let me check out this area right here real quick. I'll be taking that. Also looks like there's a door I can open over here. The trash can gives me some supplies. Oh, there, guy. What's up, sucker? Get your ass beat. Uh-huh. Welcome to the last day of the rest of your life. Another rogue skull, huh? Let's just sneak up on him. Surprise! Like, back up. Uh-oh. That's no way, no. Let's turn to the stake. You see what I'm doing to your friend? Y'all better bag that. Don't run up, dog. Oh. Whoa. Excuse me. I don't think so. The heel. Here we go. I thought that was funny, huh? Cut him out. Ow, ow, ow. Look. Get up. Give me your life. Give me your life again. Now what you wanna do? What you trying to do? Wait, didn't I get a new weapon recently? Check that out. 65 damage, 64 damage. Designed to crush skull and bone. Goes to 75 damage. Okay, so let me equip this. Okay. Yeah. Somebody asked with this one. This mask. There's some blood up here. Plus a lead stick. What's this? It's a photograph of Milton and Pippa.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Lead plate. These two are bumping uglies. That's awesome. What else can I find back here? Ah. Some bullets. Nice.
It's locked.
That it is. That it is. Keep out. What's this? Quarantine. Blah blah blah. Grease and a screw. Nice. Ah, my headset is dying. Uno momento. Let me switch up this charger real quick. For the longer one. Boom. Good to go. Good to go. Almost. Okay, good to go. Back inside the hospital fence. And I believe that this door is locked. This is back out into the courtyard where we just came from. Bunker stamps. Alright, so nothing in here. Oh, uh-oh. Way outside of our area. Small bag of junk.
Thelma Hapcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
I better investigate. What the heck are you?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean? You used to be a doctor. Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people
that a
fear
racist joke,
or at least
Tommy?
have a respect for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Mr. Chadada. Merchant. Okay, alright. Well, let's keep talking to him, see what else we can
How did
find
you
out.
get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks.
Jadic Ninja, Dragonslayer, gmail.com.
Business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Hey, Blue. How you doing? Let's go back.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny
It
story, sir.
kind of was dead at the
Your
beginning of
sister
the
came
story.
here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was
Oh, yeah.
looking for your body.
My sister. Now
She
she's a
must be
dead
very
body.
relieved now.
She's very dead.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when
wanna
the main
go
morgue
home.
was still open.
Well, hang out with me for a while, and before you know it, it'll be 12 o'clock. Why watch these
Why do
bodies?
you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing.
Oh, these guys are
Sadly,
nameless?
Very rarely happens.
Huh. We have something in common.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Oh, that's why I was thrown into a hole? We shouldn't have done that, because I've come back. Let's see.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Okay. Well,
Who comes
here
here to
trade?
trade? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Really?
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Okay, well, let's go back and mesmerize him and tell us his beliefs.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
So you're ready to die?
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it.
Inborn ready to die.
What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No,
Very
Doctor.
wise.
I am a foolish man.
I mean, very
but
foolish.
I like to think otherwise.
Okay, so we've gotten all the information that we can out of this guy. Let's see what he
Please
has
show
to
me what
trade.
you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be
Cheerios?
useful.
I'm pretty sure they haven't been invented yet, sir. Codeine! Oh snap, he's a pusher. Opiums. Enigmatic formula. This formula is written on a piece of paper, seems complex, and needs to be analyzed. God, you're gonna take all my shillings for that. Let's see here. I don't know why I don't have any weapons to sell. Probably because I have them all equipped. No, I don't have the shotgun equipped. I guess he just doesn't buy guns. He sells ammo though. These items can be recycled into components, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to keep those. And all of these items here are items I can use to upgrade my weapons, so I'm going to keep those as well. He has codeine and opium and a formula of some sort. Do I want to spend the 70 on this formula? I think I will. Okay, cool. So we met the guy that runs the morgue. Oh, what do you got here?
It's
Oh,
locked.
it's locked. Son of a biscuit. Let's see, what else can I find out here before we go give Milton? Oh, snap. Dead bodies. Oh. Crumpled letter. Let's see what that has to say. It's probably in our... inventory. Crumpled letter. Dear love, I finally found the missing money for the fee asked by the ambulance driver to bring you to the hospital. Don't worry about nothing now except getting better. I took care of everything. I've asked some of our neighbors, and they told me that this miser Hooks is something of an honest crook. He may ask for extra money in exchange for a bed, but the bed is guaranteed. I'm sorry if I refuse to pay it first and realize now that the important thing is that you get better soon. The Pembroke Hospital is a good place, I heard. Despite the bad behavior of this Milton Hooks, I promised you that everything is okay now. I'll see you in a clean bed as soon as possible. With fondest love, Nikolai. Dude, you're hella dead. So sad. But we did get, I believe, another clue into Milton Hooks and his goings-ons. Let's see here. Where's Milton? Down here. We learned that he's with Pippa, and we learned that he runs a racket of some of the Pembroke's patients. Okay. Okay, we're probably going to talk to him about these things. After we give him his wallet. Oh, okay. Let's go back inside the hospital here. Hello? Okay, that's the guy with the broken arm. That's back outside. Oh, this is the doctor that has a bad attitude that's definitely going to die when I get the chance to kill him. This is the lady that believes she's a vampire. That's Pippa. Should we talk to Pippa? Do we have any new information on her? I'm not sure. That's back out to the courthouse. Alright, let's finally go take a look at the second floor here. Dr. Swansea, that's the guy who hired us. He knows we're a vampire. He's given us a place to do our research to try to find the cure for vampirism. FC2. It's just a blank door here. What's going on up here? Aha! Hacksaw. Let's check out the details of the hacksaw. It's a melee weapon, does 75 damage. Increases the damage dealt, or absorbs blood points when the weapon hits. That could be very useful. Let's go back here and see what the details are of this. What do you do when you're upgraded? More damage, yes. Adds 3 stun points when the weapon hits. And I have enough to upgrade them. Okay. Things are getting very interesting. What is this? T.L. Wood's medical file. Let's take a look at this. Thomas L. Wood, followed by Dr. Tippett's. September 16th. Date of release to be determined. Patient's face has been heavily burned and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of the strongest sedatives, he affirms to regularly endure severe pain from the wounds, as if the flames are still burning under the skin, he says. Examinations of the...
I love hearing your voice.
Oh, thank you. You kind of just threw me off, because it's weird doing the voice-to-text thing. You text and it reads to me in automatic voice. It's crazy. Anyway, examinations of the citrusized issue show no trace of the inflammation, infection, or swelling. Scars are clean. Could it be a case of pestering nerve damage? Or persisting nerve damage? The patient never ceases to blame himself for his disfiguration. Could it be a case of guilt of the survivor? Phantom pain manifesting as punishment for not dying with his comrades? Huh. Well, we just got some more information on Thomas Silver.
Yeah, I know here. I can hear it too. Okay, I'm sorry, you'll be quiet now.
No, you don't have to be quiet. It just kind of threw me off. There's no warning. It's just right in the middle of me talking. Then voices come in my head. I was talking to a guy from Sweden earlier. He came into the first stream I was doing earlier today and was talking to me, so that's pretty cool. And I enjoy talking. It lets me know what you guys want to see, if there's something that I missed, anything like that. I love it. So Thomas feels responsible for his disfiguration during the war. That's something that we have learned just now from his...
cheater.
This is Thomas right here, Thomas Elwood. He's the one that feels responsible for his disfiguration. And he hangs out with the lady that believes she's a vampire, but it's clearly not a vampire, she's just crazy. That's cool. Aha! Give me some of this bottle of cheap gin and a small bottle. More things that I can craft with. So I'm definitely going to be using as my... oh, what is this? Dr. Tippett's, Strickland, and Ackroyd. Okay. I'm going to be using the bat with the nails or the barbed wire wrapped around it, and I'm going to be using this hacksaw. I'm going to upgrade both of them so that I can get more stun.
This must be the place.
I can only use
definitely
one.
away from prying eyes.
Right.
Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own.
This is my new office.
At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Where I can do my research in peace. Some aluminum powder and some more shillings. We should be back up to 50 shillings. Good thing we went ahead and bought that recipe. What else can I find here? Ah, glass vial. Awesome.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
I'll get right on that. This is where I can refill my ammo. Okay, cool. Alright, before we rest and start the new day, let us... oh, what is this? Dr. Swansea's message. Dear Jonathan, I asked Nurse Crane to secure an office for you on the second floor.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Please forgive the austere decoration, but Pembroke Hospital is not exactly the Ritz. Sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep a little before going back to work. I'm just a mere mortal after all. See, this guy, Dr. Swansea, is the head of the hospital, and he knows I'm a vampire. That's why he has that little mere mortal comment in the middle of the letter. I also gave orders to let you rest, and for the staff to never enter your room. You'll be able to sleep all day without being disturbed, and work at night without raising any suspicion. I'm afraid the place is quite messy, but you'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You also notice there is an open window with scaffolding that will allow you to enter and exit the hospital without being noticed. I imagine how awfully new and disturbing this all must be for you. Believe me, I have studied enough of your species to understand what you must now be facing and feeling. Be assured I'll do whatever I can to help you in this ordeal. Know that you are not completely alone facing it. I'm glad that I met you these dark times we are all presently facing. I hope our future collaboration will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We shall talk soon. Sincerely yours, Edgar Griffith Swansea. P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes concerning what I have discovered about econ in the last few years. Feel free to read it if you need some guidance, as long as you don't use this knowledge to take advantage of me. Oh, but I will, Doctor. Little do you know. Little do you know. I will be straight murdering you once given the chance. Okay, so let's see here. Is this the same note?
There is too much reading in this game, Jesus Christ.
Yes, I know, but if you don't read, then you don't get the information. See, with the whole point of reading all this information is you want to get as much information about these people as possible. As you can see, they have experience tied to their blood quality. And the more information you know about them, the more experience you get. So when you feed on them, you'll get more experience. And the experience goes to your vampiric moves. Let's see here. Oh, I have to go lay down in bed in order to see that. Articles on econs. I'm not going to read all that. but I have it. It didn't give me anything new for Dr. Swan.
Go eat people.
Let's see here. Let me... Boom. I need to analyze William Bishop's blood after I beat his ass and find out what kind of vampire he was. It just gave me the recipe for light regeneration serum. Okay. What about this? Analyze. Aha! Now I have more treatments that I can administer, but I don't have the ingredients. Yeah, so I need codeine, clove essence. Yeah, I don't have any of the ingredients to make any of this stuff. As for here, I want to upgrade this. You can upgrade your weapon to a new level with required ingredients. It will inflict more damage, and you can also gain access to customization slots. So, I want to upgrade this to level 2.
I know this is a bad time, but I wanna go to Worlds of Fun and Oceans of Fun, you sexy beast, you.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that compliment. And I will definitely, we'll probably get passes for the kids, so you're more than welcome to come with us this summer. Numerous times. This is going to let me absorb blood when I hit, so I'm probably going to be using this as my main weapon right now. Plus it does 75 damage. What else can I do? Oh yeah, all of this can be recycled into components. Now, do I have anything? Can I make any of this now? No, but I'm closer. I'm closer to being able to make some of this. What about this? Nope. Can't make any of that.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching.
Okay, so the type of vampire that William was is different than the vampire that I am. Maybe because we had different makers. I'm not really sure. This is going to be my new primary weapon. And I'll just use the bludgeon for backup, but I really don't need it.
The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night.
Okay, so we'll rest for the night.
Much time.
These are my vampire moves, and when you rest, you are able to take your experience up here in this corner and apply it to new moves. So far I have this autophagy that allows me to heal. I need to be level 6 before I can upgrade it to heal more of my wounds. Coagulation. Your blood will block a target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. This is basically a force choke, probably. Blood barrier. Create an invisible barrier absorbing direct damage until it fades or is destroyed. It's 5-second duration. I really don't care for that. So let's see here. Can I get level 3 of this? No, I need to be level 6. Big Thirst. What is this? Increase your blood absorption when using Bite in combat. I want both of these. I'm trying to get satiated over here. Now before I spend this last 700 points on that science medical bag, you can now carry 3 serums, increase the number of bullets you can carry, increase the amount of damage you do when you bite, increase your health, increase your endurance. I need 1,000 to get these, right? Yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is get that second big bite, get even more blood when I fight somebody in combat. Back. Okay. Now I have 455 points left. Shadow Veil. This costs 500, so I don't have enough. But what does it do? Drain your stamina to fade into the shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Moving in this state will drain your stamina. You exit the shadows if you attack or dodge when your stamina is empty. Okay. Basically, it's the shadow walk. In the spring, you perform a supernatural move on your target, causes damage when you land upon them. Okay. I have 300 skills, so I can do the hard biting and inflict more damage when I bite in combat. Heck yeah. Alright, now I'm level 6. Oh, I don't want to cancel, I want to confirm and progress my story into the next night. Nice.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Okay, so he said there was an open window up here somewhere that I can use to get in and out of the... Get in and out of the hospital undetected. But I'm not seeing it. Huh. Alright. What weapons am I using? I'm using this. I have the pistol as backup, but I also have the stake that can help me stun enemies, so I think we'll be good to go.
Dr. Swansea asked me to collect you, Dr. Reid. Hurry up!
Well, what's up?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
Oh my god.
A crisis?
Can't wash your hands?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Sorry. There's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Okay.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Sweet. Alright, so we got another main mission, but we still have to talk to Milton and bring his wallet back to him and ask him about that photo he had with Pippa. Also, there's a third floor of this hospital. Also, there's a door that's locked in the third floor of this hospital. That's Dorothy Crane. That's Pippa Hawkins. Well, I think we can ask Pippa about her relationship with Milton as well. Let's talk to her real quick.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Personal questions.
Pippa, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
You have no idea, because I will be eating people. Okay, so I can't ask her about her relationship with Milton just yet. I guess I gotta go talk to him about
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Alright. You stay frosty. Got my face in that. It's Thomas, that's Helen, that's Sean. Unknown. Person that I... What? How did I miss this person? Oh, because she's behind a locked door.
Enter.
That's why. Okay. Milton! What's up, fool? Guess what I found? Your stuff?
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Damn right. So I got a personal question for you.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
Okay, see, these blue pips here are information that I can mesmerize him to tell me, since I found out the information from him, or from other sources. Normal stuff just comes up in white.
A
like
whittle
that.
fee.
So let's talk about Nurse Hawkins.
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it safe?
Okay, so we still haven't... Aha.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors
Hail
of
Hydra.
working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic.
I never even noticed the Hail Hydra symbol on his arm.
Me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
Black
I've
Nazi.
seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Oh man, it's all bad, dude. I found your
I
wallet.
have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin color that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good.
Aha.
Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reid.
Oh, well, yeah, give me them shillings then, dog. $40 to keep my mouth shut. What? I got all his hints.
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see this city is crumbling down? Today, people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow, we may be fighting for food.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Tell me everything.
Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
Yeah, Hail Hydra.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reid. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
True that. True that. Okay, so... I've asked all the personal questions.
Goodbye, Milton.
See you, Milton. Alright, let's take a look here. I think we have just about everything from Milton. We do. So his maximum blood quality is 2,000. Unfortunately, our mesmerized level is not high enough to eat him. We also have all the Pippas. She's 3,000, but once again, our mesmerized level right here is not high enough to eat him. We only have a mesmerized level of 1. So the only person we could eat is Clay Cox, Harvey Fiddick, Thomas Elwood, That's about it. That's all we can eat from this district. We need to get a treatment for fatigue for him. We need to find out the last bit of hints for these guys so we can get the maximum amount of experience when we eat them. That's what we're on the mission for right now. Well, that's what we're gonna be aiming towards, but right now we're going to enter the morgue. Also, that lady that believes she's a vampire said she was being hunted or watched by somebody. So we should probably track this mission and see what's going on there. What's up, dude?
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reid. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive.
Last time I saw this guy, he had like 6 knife wounds in his stomach. Was laying at the bottom was laying at the bottom of the hospital somewhere in a ditch. So I told Milton, the guy we were just talking to come and get him. Now this guy's up and wandering around. So I haven't gotten any information from him, but he's definitely one of our first candidates to get ate up.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw?
He was in a knife fight with another man. He stabbed that guy and threw him in the river.
Sure, I don't forget him. It still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favor.
Okay, so that's one of the 3 hints. Oh, that's one of the 4 hints. And he's got fatigue. Damn, we have to cure that as well. Okay.
Perhaps you're right. Maybe only the strongest will survive in these dark times.
If there must be only one, in the end, make no mistake, I'll be the winner.
Okay, well, let's go back here.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reid. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
Okay.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
If blood and violence is all you understand, I'm sure it won't be long before you meet them, Mr. Cox.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live
Fox
my life
Seniors.
honestly, which is more than I could say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
Haha, sucker. Little do you know, you won't be leaving. You will be amongst the first to die at the hands of the vampire of White Castle, I think is the place. Whitechapel. Is that the place I'm talking about here? Whitechapel? Yeah, whatever. Whatever. You'll be amongst the first to die.
The wet boot boys on foul.
Okay, we'll go back here. Alright, alright.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
I'll leave you for now. I low-key threatened his life. He didn't even pick up on it, so we'll be seeing him soon enough. Let's see here. Can I believe I have to get back here? Oh wait, she said there was a door at the back of the hospital that I needed to get into. I killed some guys recently back here. Let's see here. Aha! I found you, door. You're unlocked to me now. Let's go inside here and see if we can get some supplies. I happen to know there's going to be some action in this little area as well. She said it was a morgue, and you know, dead people don't fight, but vampires and ghouls do. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get it on. I'll be taking these glass vials. Thank you. Big ass storm doors you got here, guy. Anywho. There's some blood on the ceiling? Or is that on the floor above us? There's some creaks and moans in this old place here. Too bad I'm the scariest thing walking the streets. I have nothing to fear. I'll be taking these glass vials though, that's for sure. What else can I find in these abandoned rooms? Oh. No, I don't want to leave. No! No! God damn it. I have to go back in there. I thought that was just a back door like the hospital you could just open into the alley. Should have known better. I have to sit here and wait for this loading screen. And then I have to turn around and enter the building again, which is going to be another loading screen. It's all bullshit, really. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Come on. Make it happen, Vampyr. I'll be back. Six citizens can be healed with the appropriate treatments. I just don't have any of the treatments to pass out amongst the people. Once I do, best believe I'm going to be making people healthy just so I can eat them. You hear me, Brittany? You better be healthy so I can eat you. Nefarious. Anyway, itchy. We're back in here. Okay.
Hell yes.
Is there anything in here I can collect? Ah, some shillings. Anything on these tables? Not a thing. What was the point of this door? 5 shillings. Oh. Okay. up, bro? You eating? Huh? Eating good? You idiot. Your vampire sense should have told you that I'm coming. Oh, that. Uh-oh. Get cut up. Oh, mother. Get up. I'll bite you again. I need your life.
Finally.
Fight. Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
Is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the
I
same
stab myself
strain.
in the heart with myself so I can
The
heal.
sickness moves faster than
I really want to
influenza.
see. I just touch my heart. Is that what happens? Okay. I'll take that. Dude, you're hecka dead. What you got on you? Cigarette case. What's this stuff? Glass vials. FC2. That's the same label that was on the hospital bill. I don't understand. If you have all this space and you're talking about you tight on space in the hospital, why don't you just clean this area out?
Surely grant me access to the basement.
Heard the door open. Ho-ho, what's up, sucker? You missed. Slice. Fade away. Uh-oh. Mother. For a vampire, my aim is terrible. Why don't you come back here and show me what you got? Did you just try to eat me? Come here, let me show you something. These are my fangs. Yeah, they rip your throat out. You missed. Claw them up. You missed again. You missed one more time. Slice. Sucker. That's what happens when you fuck with the greatest. You get all dismembered. Jesus Christ, man, you're dead. Alright, we're moving and grooving. First of all, fuck this box. You know what I'm saying? A vampire, we don't like wood. Is this dude wearing a combat vest? I don't know, but he sure is, because I just picked up a whole bunch of ammo from him. That's awesome. Great attention to detail there, game developers. That door doesn't open. This one did. Skeleton. Alright.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Oh, these old ass hospitals have some crazy stuff in them. What's up here? What's going on up here, guys? Dead bodies. Very or watery rich blood sample. Okay. Thought I said very rich blood sample. For a half second there. Oh. Did he just ninja his way out of here? It's awesome. Ah, this door seems to open now. Yes, that must have been that morgue key that I found. What's up, fool? Fools? All y'all? Are y'all ready to die?
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Huh. Oh, y'all, get up. Let me bite you. I'm gonna stab you with these hands. Then I... Psych, you missed. Cut him up. Oh. Slice. What happened? Oh, you ran into a vampire. That's what happened. Shotgun shells. Pistola bullets. Yeah. Oh, there was another one. Another guy. He went down that direction. Nothing to pick up here.
Be right back.
Okay. Alright, so there's two of you in here. Prepare yourself. Damn!
BRB.
Cut him up. Slide away. Cut him up. Cut him up. Psych. Take a couple of these shots to the face. Ah, yes. Feels so good to be a badass. Alright, what you was hiding in here? 3 shillings. Let's see here. There's another guy over there that wants these hands, obviously. Alright, I'll give them to you. Just you wait. What's up with you, man? A local investigation. New citizen investigation is available. Oh, okay. Citizen investigations are displayed here, categories by district, or categorized by districts. You start with the new citizen request by tracking it with square, and access your map to locate the area to explore. Okay. I've read the report of Dr. Tippett's concerning the death of Samuel Connor. I am not quite convinced right now. Perhaps I should conduct my own investigation to determine the patient's real cause of death. Okay, that's cool. I can track that, but no, we're going to track this one first.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Okay, so it says type of death is natural, probable cause of death, fast progressing pneumonia by virus-induced pulmonary consolidation. It's the Spanish influenza. But the injuries on this body don't match.
Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman.
Okay.
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? The chest was originally open to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful.
Huh.
Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
So his malpractice killed this man.
Tippett has made an egregious error.
I can't find anything else out from him.
It's time we talked.
Alright, Tippett's fucked up. It's a locked chest I can't get into. What is this? A listing knife. You just acquired a new type of offhand weapon. Press it, equip it, and press triangle to directly absorb blood. Okay, so let's do this. Let's boom. This just stuns enemies when I can directly absorb blood. Boom. Cool. I just flexed on the box and it broke. That's what I'm talking about. What? What was that you said? Come again? Nothing in here. Can't open that box. Okay. What's up, fool? What's up? What you gonna do about it? Oh! First of all, sir, I'm gonna need that back. Pimpin', pimpin'. Back to life, back to reality. Alright, well this hallway is clear. I wonder what he was trying to get into back there. I don't know. Let's open up this door though and see what's cracking on the other side. I hear you, demon. Face me. Oh shit. It's a John Doe. Bring it on. Whoa! Motherfucker. You ain't the only one that can teleport, dog. Whoa! You do have a shadow. You missed. Slice. Cut. In the back. In the back. Let me pull out Pistol Pete on him. Bow. 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 Oh, it's unfortunate for you. Got a hunger. Bow. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Slice. Slice. Psych. You know you done messed up, right? Let me reload this pistol. Oh, whoa. Careful. Psych. You know you messed up. Cut him up. Cut him up. I need just a bit of this healing factor. No. Come here, dog. That's a target. Boy, these claws are deadly. That's what happens when you mess with a vampire.
I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger.
Oh, don't you worry.
To drink blood is so tempting.
It's not that tempting. It's definitely gonna happen.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
What else can I find down here? Can I find anything else?
You tell them, babe.
Oh, thank you, boo. Thanks for supporting me during my murder spree. Let me just teleport up here. Ooh, what is this? It's a workbench. I have enough components to craft a medicine, the treatment for fatigue. Nice. Treatment for fatigue. That's all I have a treatment for. Fuck it, I'm gonna craft them shits.
That turned me on, kill them all.
Small dose of watery, rich blood that can be used to create blood serums for vampires. Let me analyze this shit. This will regenerate 60 blood points. And this will regenerate 300 health points instantly. Then an additional 150 points over 15 seconds. But I don't have the ingredients to make any of that. What about this? Can I upgrade any of this stuff? Level 3. No, I need 6 common handle parts to upgrade that. What about you? Nope. Still need common handle parts. What about you? No, I can't upgrade you any further, apparently. Two-handed scythe. Nope, I need handle parts. Ah, yes. I can upgrade this. 5 blood absorption, 8 blood absorption. Decrease stamina consumption, or absorb even more blood. Huh. Adds 3 stun points when hit, or decreases stamina consumption. Well, I'm probably not going to be using the stake. Oh, fuck it. Upgrade the listing knife. And I need more blood. There it is. Pimpin', pimpin'. Okay. Let's see, what else can I upgrade you? Not yet, I need a common trigger part. I need common trigger parts for that as well. Okay. Okay. That's in my offhand, yes? Let's see here. Recycle for components. Recycle for components. Recycle for components. Yes. Can I make any more of this stuff? Nope, 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 and nope. Awesome. I need to breathe. Oh, some more blood samples, huh? Need some more of that. Let's see what else I can do for these blood samples. What? Nothing? You just gave me 2 more blood samples, though. Fuck you mean? You know what? I'm not gonna argue with you. I know what I saw. Can I get out this way? No? What about this way? No again. The only thing up here that was valuable was the research tape. I mean, that's cool. Go ahead and heal back up to maximum. Kick open this door. Boom! Who wants to fuck with a vampire? I already went through these doors here. Yep. Oh, what's up, dog? What you wanna do? Come fuck with the greatest. Psych! Slice! 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 Haha! Haha! Bang! Go ahead and feast on your soul. And then cut him up. Slice! Let me put this back in my pocket, and then I'm away. Oh, fool. You must be tripping. Well, see, you brought backup this time. It's probably the smartest thing you've done all your life. Cut him up! Cut him up! Cut him up! Psych, psych, psych. Come in here. Oh, I'm out of bullets. You're not the only one that can do that, though. Oh, snap! He slapped the shit out of me. First of all, back up, back it up. You get cut up. Slice him up! Well, you fucking with the vampire in his claws, man. That's what happens. This door wasn't open before. Ah, okay. I see what's going on here. This door was not open previous. What you got? You got a watch? Still? No, no, nothing? Okay. Well then, my work here is done. I'll just go ahead and leave up out of here. Oh, yes, yes. These little skulls or ghouls or whatever they are, they can't fuck with a real vampire. That's a good drink. I'm almost at 2,000 XP, which means I can either go to my bed and level up and start the next day, or I can finish this little side mission, or start this little side mission into investigating who is watching the lady who believes she is a vampire. No, she's not a real vampire. No, she just has a disease that makes her think that she's decaying from the inside out, and therefore she thinks she's a vampire. It's actually quite funny because me, as her physician, am an actual vampire and recognize instantly that she's insane. What's this? Public notice. Prevent influenza. Okay, those are just good hygiene notes. I'm gonna go this way, see what I can see. Hear what I can hear. Kill what I can kill. Hello? That is a sad room, and honestly, that fire is way too close to that furniture. That's just poor design. Oh. Huh, it just disappeared on me. Is it because I'm in a different part of the district? Let's see here. Find out who's spying on Thelma. No. It's just this is the area. What? Oh, that's the doctor. I think he's dictating to himself, perhaps? Another one of these crazy ass rooms. So weird. Alright. What's going on back here? Surprise, mother suckers. It is me, Dr. Vampyr. Dr. Dracula. Some shillings. Ah, yes. There's two of you rapscallions here. Guess what? One of y'all are getting eaten off the flip. What's up, sucker? Ooh, psych. You thought, slice.
Filthy piece of shit!
What you say? Mother, I will stab you to death. Guess what? Slice. Cut him up. You leave my patients alone. This doctor does make house calls. Mwah, 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 mwah. Now, what the fuck is going on here? What you got in this box? Some handle parts. I needed those. Awesome. I'm so glad I came to kill you. What you got for me? 25th of October. Object. Vampire activity. Hospital. Survey. Investigate. 3 days ago, one of our new recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in Pembroke Hospital, London East End. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech. Then report directly back to us, and we will decide what actions should be taken. Y'all are hecka dead though, so sorry about that. My bad. Thelma wasn't crazy. Suspected by the Prewins agents to be a real vampire, but she is only affected by the Codeine syndrome and believes she is a vampire. Dude, we're extra close to having her hints maxed out. So we can eat her face. Both of their hints are maxed out. We just don't have the mesmerize ability to eat them. in order to mesmerize somebody, we would hypnotize them and take them into a dark alley somewhere where we could eat them, but we don't have the ability to do it. Their brain power is too strong for us right now. Okay. Locate the command post of the guards. So we're going to be moving and grooving down this way now. And it looks like we need to go across the bridge. Enter at your own risk. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, see, this is a different district, and I think that that's probably not what we need to be doing right now. So what I'm going to do is come over here. Where are the citizens? Oh. No, no, no. And my passive abilities. Cool. Where the heck? Ah, there they are. I need to actually track this. Interrogate Gwyneth and interrogate Dr. Tippett. So we'll be doing that. Oh, is this the area where I can go? Is that my room? Can I get up there? No? Okay then. Hospital is full. Please go home. We must look for... Nope. 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 Unknown. Who the hell? Excuse me. Who are you?
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reid. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Oh, get off my
Thank
jock.
you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland. Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reid.
Dr. Thoreau. Okay. Tell me about
Please,
yourself,
could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reid.
Oh my god, get off
I
my
run my own
Vampyr
experiments,
jock,
I'm
bro.
convinced it's the future.
I'm gonna eat you just for being a groupie. Alright, let's see. Made you choose
What
this
made
career?
you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me.
Oh my
I
god.
am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Got a male groupie. Flattery.
You will obtain nothing from me by flattery, my young colleague.
That's right.
Oh, I was not flattering you, sir. Not at all. Just clumsily expressing my sincere admiration.
This dude here. Tell me
I
something
based
about
my
your
technique
experiences.
on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Okay, alright. Tell me
What
about the
can you
hospital.
tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You're gonna learn about blood transfusions. Just you wait, buddy.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Not at all.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe.
I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reid. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
Yeah, Dr. Ackroyd.
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded.
Eat that doctor straight up.
Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
You guys gotta walk around in the lab coats. You see this trench coat I'm sporting, bro? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm doctored out. Pimpin'.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reid. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Oh, what do you mean? Tell me the story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Oh.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
As for me, what a blundering idiot.
So we got a little bit more information on the doc. Where is he at? Dr. Ackroyd got a little bit. I thought we got some more information on him. We must have just got information on this dude. We finished off his whole chart. Oh yes. Blaming himself for the injury. Wife died during the war. And will not be able to feed his family as long as his arm is injured. Guess what? You're not going to be able to feed your family at all. Because now that I have full information of you, sir, I am definitely going to eat you.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Any news about my operation?
No. Personal questions?
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
You know what? So do I, bro. So do I. Let's mesmerize him. Come with me. I'll fix your arm right up. Oh yeah, it's time to feed, baby. It's time to feed. Look, I'm gonna fix his arm, okay? Everybody just chill. I'm gonna walk right outside here. So I can fix his arm good and fixed. Over here to the morgue. Get ready to get eaten.
All I wanted was to go back to work. To take care of my children.
Yeah, all I wanted was to drink your blood. Get stronger. My first kill. The district will soon suffer the consequences of your actions. Oh, there will be plenty of consequences to be had. I better blue skidoo out of the way, though. Nothing to see here. Has anybody seen my patient? Is he one? No? Okay. Yo, Ackroyd. Sorry. Did I get a little bit of my patient on you? I mean, germs on you. So sorry. Alright. I don't have anything to do about these people. I do want to talk to Nurse Brannigan. No, that's Pippa. And Tippets. Wait.
Stop
Tippets
moaning.
back here? Tippets. Looking for Tippets. Nope. That's Milton. Nope. Pippa. Nope. No. That's the unknown lady behind the locked door that I can't get. Someone help. What's going on? I'm gonna brag in.
Safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Yo.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tell me what Dr. Tippets did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippets would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reid. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippets in our situation?
To clear Dr. Tippets' name must be the decision of Dr. Swansea. You can't take matters into your own hands.
I respect Dr. Swansea's authority and management, but he's no idea what happens here on a daily basis. I did what I had to do.
Lady, I'm definitely gonna eat you and Dr. Tippets, so I hope.
Goodbye, nurse.
Right.
Call me if you need
Goodbye,
assistance.
nurse. Goodbye. Are you Dr. Tippets? You are, bro. I saw the body in the morgue.
Good evening, Dr. Tippets.
Dr. Reid, any good news to share?
No, as a matter of fact, I've come to talk to you about your medical error.
I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
It's because you gotta hit it down in a locked morgue, bro. Bag on up. Let me bag on up. Cover for you? Psh, please. I'm not covering for you.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I will have words with thee.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Okay. Alright, bro. says here that I'll cover for you.
Goodbye,
I'm
Dr.
going to
Tippett.
say goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Choose what to do to Dr. Tippett. Cover for Tippett in exchange for his resignation. Trust Gwyneth Barnigan to cover for Dr. Tippett here. No.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reid, any good news to share?
So who do I talk to Nurse
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Brannigan and cover Dr. Tippett's errors? Well, if I make him resign, then he might disappear from the area. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I'm so close to getting the last 2 hints of him. I can definitely eat him and this nurse. Well, the nurse is gonna take a while. Yeah, he's X'd out, bro. This is my hit list. Okay, so, Cox, got something for you, bro.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
I won't reveal Dr. Tippett's errors.
I've decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippett's, shall we say, misdemeanor.
I'm so glad you share my point of view. Dr. Tippett's is
I just want him to stick around so I can feed him later.
Need his know-how.
Yeah,
I hope you're right.
Definitely need
this
his
is a
blood.
huge risk we're taking.
Dr. Tippett's must regain his confidence. Please, keep this decision between you and me. He doesn't need to know you found out.
Oh, it's too late. Hint failed. What? Didn't know you can fail hints, yo. Huh. So that's going to be a permanent loss in experience that I get. So I definitely need to find that last hint from Dr. Tippett.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Alright, where's that dude Cox at? Is he still out here? Yeah. What's up, bro?
Miss.
What's this? Crumpled letter. I'm tired of your shit, Clay. The fuck did you do? All the bloody docs are gossiping about how my husband has just got that stupid kid. Just gut that stupid kid. How many times did I tell you to count to 20 before drawing your blade? How can we expect to do proper business and have people obey if you keep on killing everyone who dares cross you? Now, rumors say that some blokes from the dead family are looking for you, and one of them even swore to kill you. Don't come home tonight. I've seen strange men patrolling the streets. There may be some commie militia or something like that sent to arrest you. Go to a safe place for a few days. Maybe go to the hospital or Whitechapel. Make yourself useful for once by checking if any business could be settled over there. When the situation is calmer, I'll send you a wet boot boy so that you know to come back. Edwina. Oh, sucker, sucker, sucker. I have found yet another hint. I found all your hints. Uno, dos, tres. Now I just need to give you this here medicine for fatigue.
Hey, Doc.
What's up, sucker? Press R1 to check the medical status.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox.
Give him
I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way.
Oh, I really do.
Also, weaknesses that can be exploited.
Oh, no, sir. Here's your treatment. It's about your
What
wife.
can you tell me about your marriage, Clay?
Marriage is the sweetest cage, they say. Well, I found myself locked in one with a wild animal.
You mean your wife keeps you on your toes?
No, I mean, we both have claws and we both love to bite.
Oh, kinky.
Am I right to assume your wife's letter pissed you off, Clay?
I was so mad, I threw away the knife she got me when we got married.
Your wife gave you a knife as a wedding present.
That knife has always been my lucky charm. If I'd had it in my hand when I got stabbed on that pier, I'd not have been wounded.
want it back.
Do you want it back?
I don't need it here, but if you'd be kind enough to bring it to me, I'd be really grateful.
A grateful Clay Cox? I might just find your knife and bring it back to you to see that happen.
I can give you directions, but I'll be surprised if you manage to find it. My hideout isn't meant to be found easily.
A lucky charm. I never would have taken you as the superstitious type.
We all have our flaws, Doc. Mine's to have my weapon of choice for when the really dirty business comes around.
Okay. We now have everything for Mr. Clay Cox. And, I believe he's recovering. I don't know if that means he's recovered or he's recovering, but he's back at he's at 1,000 XP, so we could mesmerize him right now. You know what? I think I will. Come here. Come with me. Let me talk to you. Where can I take you though? Oh yeah, go. Just come back over here. Shh, it's okay. Just come with me. Oh god, I gotta go the long way around. Just a doctor with his patient, Milton. No need to trip. Yes. Let's go. Shallow way. Just gonna go ahead and lead you over here to this corner, I guess. Over here. Yep. Back around here. Oh yes, nice dark corner. Over here. Put you over here. Get eaten, sucker.
I killed, extorted, stole. Now I die. Fuck it. I lived the way I wanted.
The district will sum itself up. Shh. Hush, district, hush. I do this for the greater good. Did I get Clay's hatchet? Say what? Now, that I killed him, do I still... Oh yeah, I can still track his knife. Nice. Nicey. Where is it? Let's find out. Oh, it's way over here, huh? Okay, alright. Let's open these doors. Cool. What? Okay. Some random building in the middle of nowhere. Oh, it's a level 10, huh? Let me just sneak up on you. That stun action, and that slice action, and that bite action. I'm sorry. You said what? You have to come back here. I couldn't quite hear you. Slice. Cutty knife. Psych. Well, don't you ever in your life, you know what I'm saying? Put my blade in my pocket. Get them boots from me. Dead bodies. Another one down there I can see. But let's just come down here to his rogue skull. Fuel bottle and a watch. Okay. Just come down here. So it's up to the skull. Where'd you go? Right there. Just stay right there, buddy. Oh, messed up now. Cut him up. Cut him up. Cut him up. Slice. Slice. Uh-oh. I got claws too, sucker. Oh. Oh, he's hecka strong. Don't run up. That's how you get done up. I break all these wooden barrels, but I still have yet to find anything inside of them, so I think I'm just here. It's getting away, yeah? Alright. Oh, yeah, I'll get some of this action. A lead pipe and a lead rod. Nice. What you got for me? Large, beautiful knife with a name engraved on the blade.
This must be Clay Cox's knife. A fine blade. No wonder he wants it back.
Don't you mean no wonder he wanted it back? He's dead now. Absorbed into my essence. Your king of country needs you. Slice. Okay, you gotta take the medicine to Dorothy Crane in the patient's room. Back to the hospital we go. Let's put the thrusters on. Just like that, I'm back over at the hospital. Is Clay's body still here? Nope, it has been removed. Unless he's got up and started walking around. Am I making vampires? Oh snap. Dorothy Crane. Nope. There she is.
Good evening, sir. Yes, Doctor?
Got that goo-wop for you. Don't you
Why
ever
then
rest?
do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
Your dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
Whatever that means.
Please, could you point me in the direction of the morgue?
It's the large
I don't need that.
Exactly how bad is the supply situation here at Pembroke?
It really depends. Dr. Swansea deftly works his society contacts for monies, but with the quarantine, well, We're in God's hands.
God don't live here, honey. So
That's all for now, Nurse Crane. Thank
left
you.
and right. Wait. Disease. Decrease the blood quality of citizens. Use the correct medicines to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status. What's up, dude?
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah. So you got fatigue, bro.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit.
Okay. Well, obviously
I have to go
back
now,
upstairs to get
but
some
don't
more
hesitate to
fatigue
contact
medicine
me if you
I
need any
can.
help.
I use it on the cop.
Don't waste your time with me.
Use it on the dude to I choose wisely. I choose all of them. Eat everybody.
Now we can handle this.
You all chill out. I have 3,000, damn near 4,000 experience to crash on, and I need to go expend this so I can get stronger. Yes. Okay. All right. What you got for your boy? Yes, I can get in and out undetected now. Okay, let's see what we got here. Do I have anything else for fatigue? Yes, I can actually make one of these. I have anything to make these? No. I can recycle these parts, recycle these parts. Nice. Clay's hatchet. Absorb blood with the hatchet, yo? Goes to 85, and I could absorb blood with it. I just need handle parts. Okay. Can I upgrade to level 3? No, I need handle parts. What about you? Can I upgrade to level 2? No. You need handle parts. Why don't you shut up? Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Hey, refill all my ammo. Thank you. Now, let's rest. Had a long night of killing and gathering information. First of all, I need to be level 10 to get an ultimate. So, can I upgrade this to level 2? 1,300. Jesus Christ. Increase the capacity of blood. Okay, yeah, let's do that. For 300. Do this for another 300. Okay. Okay. Let's get some more stamina. Okay. And then let's get some more health. Okay. Doing good. Doing good. Claws. Can I upgrade my claws? They're deadly AF right now. I want to be even more deadly and cost less stamina. That's what I'm talking about. Let me get that. Oh, I need 2,000? Ah, juiced, freshly squozen. However, it can get... Yeah, I don't want that though. What about this? Let me do the dash in your face. Boom, baby. I need 1,000. Recovery. Spring into action. Nice. So now, next time I upgrade that, I can do 50 stun or extra damage. I think damage is the best. Also, Blood Spear, that costs 1,000. Shadow Mist also costs 1,000, I bet. I got 480 experience left, that's 600. Can I upgrade my bite? Yes, I can. More damage. Nice. I don't have enough probably to get any of this stuff. These ultimates. What is this? You lose control and let the beast take over for a short time. The beast teleports itself to all enemies around you and strikes them with furious blows. Some abilities are so powerful that even vampires fear them. Rage is one of them. Vampire loses control and unleashes the beast within to do their dirty work. The beast teleports itself on targets around them, striking with unfettered fury. Because of its dark nature, this type of ability cannot be used too often. Okay. 200 damage to everything around me. Abyss. Let's see what this is. Vampire concentrate, summoning the shadows in the purest, darkest form. These shadows capture the vampire's prey and toys with it, like a cat with a mouse. After a brief moment, the shadows strike, impelling the prey. Because of its dark nature, this type of ability cannot be used too often. Create a shadow vortex at your target's feet. Come into life, the shadows interrupt an enemy in the area and inflict tremendous damage. What is this one? Blood Cauldron. Vampire concentrates their power on one target and makes their victim blood boil. Through its process, the vampire will regenerate and absorb part of the target's blood. Vampire will release the prey after a few seconds, leaving damaged blood cells within them. These cells will continue to impact their host before exploding after a short time. A blast will affect any living creature near the host. You focus your power to boil your target's blood, causing it to violently explode, dealing damage to the target and anything nearby. That's crazy. Yeah, but I need 1,000 for each of these, which means we're gonna have to be eating somebody pretty soon again. Let's confirm and rest into the next. And let the two victims marinate. Yes. Major district events. Every night, the consequences of your actions may improve or degrade the district's health status. It can also be degraded due to disease spreading amongst the citizens. The more lives you take, the unhealthier a district becomes. If the district's health status drops below critical threshold, it will plunge into chaos. It is for you to decide the district's fate. Oh, there's gonna be plenty of chaos around here. I've already marked 2 bodies, 2 victims off my hit list. We still have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 victims to go, plus another 2 that we have yet discovered. So don't you worry about it. There's gonna be plenty of victims. Still haven't found a way to upgrade my mesmerize level though yet. I've already mesmerized 2 people. Yep, slice. They're out of here. We're still stable. We're still good. Your actions have impacted the borough's economy. Details. The prices and stocks of the merchants in this district may have changed. Okay. That's cool. I wasn't buying anything off of them anyway. Ugh. Level 10 vampire flex. Excuse me, pardon me.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
It needs blood. Talk to Edgar Swansea? They want me to talk to Dr. Swansea. Do you think he knows that I've been eating on his patients? Uh-oh. I need to see, what is this? That's the hideout? Okay. Swansea's over here. There's a merchant here and a merchant here. That's Miles, I bet. And that one is the other doctor, the one that runs the morgue. What's his name? Chadana? Let me just open this up. Was this open before? I just walked past all this stuff. Let me get that. Let me get that about you. Nah, this stuff has to have restocked. There's no way I left all that shit. Hello?
Please, Jonathan, come in.
Oh, thank you.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm living in a paradise.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. But I'd rather you didn't speak so lightly about my condition. There is nothing I find amusing about this situation.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Cool.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I just got a few questions for you, if you may.
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
Man, look at my eyes.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
I'm the lion and you're the gazelle in this scenario, you realize, Dr. Swansea.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
Where do we stand today?
Well, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
Okay.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skull, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a Skull?
A Skull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
How do Skulls come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Okay.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
I just low-key threatened his life as well. What you got for me over here? Dear Dr. Swansea, I am glad to manage the temporary morgue as soon as it's open. As I have already told you, I was a doctor during the war, and I will be glad to serve my country again. I know it's not the same as being a physician for the dead as it is for the living, but I believe it is important to welcome and take good care of our departed too. Rest assured, I will do my best to fully perform this new duty to the best of my ability. Concerning the question of my qualifications, I'm sorry I can't give you anything more valuable than my parole. I swear to you that my regiment made me a doctor during the war, and that I saved many lives. If my word is not enough, you can contact the military administrator to verify my experience and skills. They will confirm that even if I never followed any medical studies, the war taught me what a doctor really needs to know. Always and sincerely, Rakesh Shanada, former doctor. Okay. There we go. Oh, sorry. I wasn't snooping or anything. However, what is this? Warning letter. Dr. Swansea, I must inform you of my deepest reservations concerning the Dr. Thurl Strickland and Harvey Fiddick case. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized for a severe work injury. He may permanently lose the use of his arm if not treated adequately. He lost his life. Dr. Strickland claims that a surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it may also sever its function for good, if complications arise. Our young colleague is an audacious and daring surgeon who might prove a great professional in a few years. But for now, he lacks the skills to perform such a risky procedure. I need to remind you of the mistakes he made in the past. Since Dr. Strickland refuses to listen to me, I strongly advise you forbade him from performing such hazardous experiments. Dr. Ackroyd. A little bit more XP. What else we got here? A rare new species of vampire. I'm not reading all of that if it's not important to what I'm doing right now. Which I can assure you, it is not. Alright, Doc. I'm sideways, aren't you? Still can't get in here. Get some of that.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reid, any good news to share?
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
Okay, that's all I got.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
You're no help. Appreciate you. Anything up here, or is it just another closed door? Just another closed door. Alright, well, let me run back to my, back to my room real quick. And see if I can make any more of these fatigue potions. Can I make anything else? No. I can also make these serums, but Make the fatigue potion first. Then we can make 2 of these serums. Okay. Hail to the king. Slide down here. It's like ninja. What's going on here? Pardon me. What's up, boy?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
There are a lot of secrets around here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reid. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones. She's the oldest patient here.
Harriet Jones, okay.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reid. A reliable...
I don't care nothing about what you're talking about, boy. 350. Sir. Let's see the details of this real quick. Right now, it just does damage. That'll do more damage. This will absorb blood. Is it a two-handed weapon? No, it's a one-handed weapon. Okay. That's some
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
Oh, that man is dying. I don't know what you're talking about, lady.
Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Oh, snap. It's that vampire that helped me kill William.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury.
Ashbury.
I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
Abstinent.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions.
I do.
But our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Somebody giving you trouble?
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Oh, okay. If that's what you believe.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood.
Once again, lady,
But
I'm a grown-ass man.
wait.
You're gonna stop insulting me
I'm a scientist.
and my age.
My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Okay, well, I'm here to help you.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Oh, okay.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
So you've been eating patients since somebody found out.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
You are aware that I too know the thirst for the scarlet nectar.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drop
second name her name has been, or second time her name has been dropped.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reid. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Cool. Can I get any information out of you?
Is our
Any
little
more
mystery
information?
closer to being solved, Dr. Reid?
I think of nothing else, my lady.
My situation is delicate, and it occupies all my thoughts. The blackmail must stop. I need assurance.
Okay, well, you're not gonna give me any more information. I might as well just take off then. Gotta talk to Harriet in the hospital. Boom. Give me some of that opium. This sweet, sweet opium.
By this horrifying epidemic.
Hail to the king! Oh yeah, also, dude's knife. Is that not an offhand weapon? Is it a main weapon? Where's dude's knife at? Is it a quest item? Oh, my bad. Should probably go talk to her and let her know she's not crazy. What's going on here? Fatigue and headache. Missing citizens. Details. Oh, it's over by the docks, huh? Okay. Let's go talk to Harriet real quick, since she's right here. Excuse me, Milton. Coming through. You know, doctor business and whatnot. This is the lady behind the locked door. And aha! Garlic and wooden stakes, but that's a little collect. Hey, you're up and at 'em. Adamant.
You are going to reveal all your secrets to me. Even.
First of all, lady.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Okay.
Have you heard of any blackmailing going on within these walls?
I have no time for mortal games. My secrets are beyond their comprehension, Dr. Reid.
Oh, okay.
Tell me, Thelma, what do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
No. You are deluded. You think you crave blood, but you have no physical need for it. You have no idea what that is like.
But what am I feeling? It cannot only be in my head. I know my flesh is rotting.
It is definitely
It
not
disgusts me.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
See you again.
What's up, boy?
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reid.
Where are we at with you? We only have one. Still only have one thing, huh?
Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If you want to know what's going on here, you better talk to Miss Jones. She knows everything. Especially what she shouldn't.
How close are you to Miss Hallcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
Let her
so
bite
do
you?
Let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Codeine syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask. I'd rather stay here. And just be for...
Oh. Shit.
What really happened then?
I went with a whore. In Rouen. The hotel was a shithole. That night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's...
It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up.
Shit.
Left me to burn.
Shit. Well, you know what? Come on, come with me. Come with me. Shh. You're worthless to me now, only 800 points. You're coming with me. Excuse me. Just taking a burn victim to the back. Don't worry about me, guys. Take him over here, Raquel Cox. Over here in the darkness. Victims, aren't we all?
So this is how it ends. Farewell, my life, you betrayed me, good.
You got the treatment for a headache? Nice. Thomas's Cross. Okay. Does anyone see my patient?
I wonder why the Goswicks came here in the first place.
What's up, boy?
Hello again, Dr. Reid. I feel better already. Can I go soon?
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Oh, yes. That small bag of junk. And also, whatever else you have laying around this room. Pretty please. Nothing? Nothing? What's up, lady?
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reid, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reid, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Shut up.
Dr. Swansea is quite busy, and I need you to help me get acclimated. I have many questions.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many
eyes are like
vile
mine.
undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
You like us? Are you the blackmailer?
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
I see that you're laying on your blanket.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
So I gotta talk to all the female nurses now to find out which one of them are scratching slutty sores. Awesome.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Let's see here.
Time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
I actually want to see if I can find the pharmacy. I'll be back, yo. Wait, what? What am I? Where's my? Yeah, that's where I'm going. I'll be back to talk to you later. Let's get a move on.
It's locked.
Of course it's locked. Surprise, the vampire entrance.
Oi! You listening? Get them weapons!
Shut up, shut up, shut up. Oh, I'm in your face. Cut him out. Just got your ass beat. Something vicious. Let's see here. Wasn't that the area that I got the knife from? Okay then.
Best turn around if I were you. Watch yourselves!
What?
Right, vermin!
I cut him up. Let's see what's over here. Some shillings. Whoa. Help. I'm on the way. Got some strong fuckers over here, huh? Get up. You missed. Let me show you what's up. Bam! 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 Oh, psych. Psych. Oh, motherfucker. I know you messed up, right? Oh, ow, ow. Excuse me. Ow. Listen here, dog. Just a little bit more. Oh, no. This. Come here. Let me talk to you real close. Oh, you missed. Oh. Oh. I need some of your blood and life essence. Okay. You ain't the only one that can do that. Oh no. There's some more life. This is a tough fight. You missed. No! I got cut in the throat! My first death. And to the king. What happens now? I wonder if all my progress is lost. I wonder. I had it. I could beat his ass. That little teleport thing he does is crazy. He was 6 levels above me, but still. I could have beat him. Oh, I'm back. So, it's not meant for me to find this pharmacy yet, huh? Okay. I'll talk to the nurses now. I know my place. Thank you.
Oh, Christ!
Alright. There's a hideout around here somewhere. Now somebody got kicked through the door. Let's go talk to these nurses then. Get some XP. I'm back in. Gotta talk to Pippa, Dorothy, and Gwyneth. Pippa, let me talk to you.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger.
Never been stronger.
Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Okay,
and what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
Okay.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
In your position, I would suggest a more elaborate defense. Cynicism will not save you.
This isn't cynicism, it's realism. You still need me, Dr. Reid, and you know it.
Pippa, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins, but are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke, but we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
I guess you're right about that. Okay, well.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Damn.
What can you tell me about...
Let me get...
So there's nothing... Healthy. I need level 3 to mesmerize you.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay, Pippa's done. Let's find Dorothy Crane. Nope. 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 Where the hell are these people at? Unknown. I'll be right with you. There's an unknown over here. Move out of my way. I need to talk to the patient. Move the hell out of my... Lady? You win this time.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here
Are you
all
giving me
come
sawed-on,
from
lady?
very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
She's giving me sawed-on.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Alright, so now I gotta talk to Dorothy. Aha, you left the opening. Damn it, I still can't talk to him. Dorothy Crane. Where the hell is she at? Nope, nope, nope. What's up, Blood?
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Such a pleasure to see.
Have you heard of someone blackmailing people in the hospital?
Pardon me, sir, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir, but I rose to the challenge.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reid. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chidana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reid. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
Mr. Chidana.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive and then sadly depart. I will manage the train terminal.
You're muttering to yourself. Where the hell is Nurse Crane at? Huh? Hey, Doc. Let me talk to you right quick.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
Have you seen any suspicious activity in the vicinity, Dr. Reid?
No more than usual.
This is no laughing matter, Dr. Reid. A patient of mine has been murdered. Mr. Fiddick is dead. I should have been more cautious.
Mr. Fiddick? Oh my gosh. Got treatment for your headache though, dog.
Have you heard any talk of blackmail going on in the hospital?
If you're running some official inquiry, you had better question the patients. They know more than the staff, especially old Miss Jones.
Why are you blaming yourself for the death of Mr. Fiddick?
It is our fault. Mr. Fiddick has stayed longer than needed here because Dr. Ackroyd and I could not agree on the correct treatment.
This argument has nothing to do with his death. He was murdered.
But if we had performed the surgery sooner, he would have left the hospital and avoided this fate.
Perhaps.
What is troubling you so much, Dr. Strickland? Is there something else?
I had to meet face to face with the son and daughter of Mr. Fiddick this afternoon. Their eyes. I could barely stand before their accusing gaze.
This difficult task is part of our job, Dr. Strickland. It's our responsibility.
I know. As I also know they'll never get the answer to the question they daren't ask. They were the embodiment of cold fatalism.
So sad. Anyway, about your headache, dog. Let me help you out.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
I would have been confused if anyone other than you had asked that question, Dr. Reid. But your help is welcomed.
There is no shame in helping each other. We're colleagues, after all.
Many doctors I have known are too cynical to think that way.
There you go, well.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Get your aspirin on, pimpin'. Alright, can you point me in the direction?
Good evening, sir.
What's up with your fatigue, homie?
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
There you go, pal.
Have you heard rumors about blackmail in this hospital?
No.
How painful is your...
So painful.
Okay, alright.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
I gave him
Have you heard rumors of blackmail going on in this hospital?
Dr. Reid, are you trying to take advantage of me?
Of course not, Mrs. Goswick. I'm just curious.
Well, go be curious somewhere else, please.
Lady, I'm definitely gonna kill you. I don't like your attitude. Andrew, alright.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Peace out, bitch. Get some of that codeine. It's Hawkins. What if I let him die slow? Strickland is recovering, that's good. What's up? No, don't walk away from me, cuss.
Good evening, Dr. Ackroyd.
You're the last person that I want to see right now, Dr. Reid.
I see that you are as friendly as ever.
Are you really going to ask me why? That would just be more evidence of your selfishness.
Have you heard about any blackmail going on in this hospital?
Blackmail? Nonsense.
How do you think these recent events will affect the Pembroke Hospital?
I am not blind. There is something strange about you and Dr. Swansea. One day you'll have to provide answers.
Don't you think the epidemic is enough to deal with, without wasting time on insults and suspicions?
Yes, the epidemic. Convenient, isn't it? Just like the war, really. Hundreds are already dying, so who cares about one more?
You are troubled by the death of your patient. I understand. It is something that haunts everybody in our profession.
Harvey Fiddick died inside these walls, under our watch. We failed him, all of us.
Okay, well... Got something for that
Do you
fatigue,
need my
open.
assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reid. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Alright. Is there anything else? No? Alright.
Thank you for your
We'll
time.
cover that.
We'll talk later.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely talk later, but gonna be one of the ones I enjoy killing the most. Okay, anyway, I didn't say that out loud, did I? Where the hell? Is Dorothy Crane? Let's take a look at our chart right quick. Recovering. Awesome. How's Dorothy Crane? Oh, okay. Okay.
If Pembroke is still
She's down here, yo. Eavesdrop. Press L3 to activate your senses. If the citizen is behaving suspiciously, their heart will emit a distinctive glow. By looking at the citizen, you'll be able to unlock a specialized interaction.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
She refuses to wash
A
her
pass
hands.
for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Yeah, I'll do that. Just want to. Who's this dude?
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
He's got PTSD. Straight up. So him and his friend are the last two feedable people in this area.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reid.
Yeah. No worries.
I cannot enter.
See, some of these things come back after a day or two. I was here for day one, that stuff, and it hella didn't work. Alright, let's ride back over here. Cut him up. All these locked gates. See what happens when you fuck with the greatest. Alright. This is where we went to go find that knife that we couldn't turn in to old boy because we murdered him. Ferociously, I might add. Quite satisfactory. I might finish it. Let's go down to the depths. See what's cracking up under here. Also, while this loads, I'm going to make me a bit of coffee. Yeah, this thing's getting interesting. So we actually could talk to the two doctors that were taking care of one of the people that I killed. I killed, what, a total of 3 people? I killed one tonight. It was the burn victim. This is awesome. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Let's see. Door's locked. Damn, somebody got splattered.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
Unlocked. Nice. We're going this way. You stay right there. What's up, sucker? Oh, what you want some too? Hiya! Where you going? Oh, he's hella dead. Oh, some shillings. What's coming up in the vampire world? Some boots. This. What? Common barbed cudgel. Okay. Let's take a look at that right quick. That's a two-handed weapon. Does 130 damage. Large wooden stick, wrapped with barbed wire, tear the flesh. Also crushes bones. Weapon ability, parry. Attack speed is 0.5. Does that mean it's slow as shit? Probably. Stamina is 30. Oh my god. I'm on my blade, buddy. What's up? Just die slow. Regeneration, sir. Whoa.
What sort of creature is this?
Listen here, pimp. What a slice. Got some 40 pimp. Slice. Whoa. I must thought you was fucking with a Rudy Poo. Whoa. Whoa, I am getting wrecked. Champion. Yeah, let me bite shit out of you. I need it. Please. A little bit more of that. Oh, motherfucker.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Man. There's Crane's voucher.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
He ate everything off of him within a matter of minutes. I picked his flesh clean, bro. What about this werewolf? I mean, that's clearly a werewolf. That's serum. Alright, like blade in this motherfucker. Okay. Okay. Reach Whitechapel. Pest control, baby. A trophy for eating rats. Citizen's stave. Careful, the endangered citizen may not survive the next night. Go check on him. Wait, what?
I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
Huh.
Can't breathe. Can't breathe.
Whoa! I'm gonna need that back, pal. bit of bloodletting going on here. What's up, pimp?
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reid, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Okay, I can't talk to him or get anything. You rescued, he says he would return to his district the following night. Okay. Is there anything you can tell me?
Are you sure you're all right, sir?
Yes, I'll be. As soon as I can see the sky again.
Okay. Well, peace out then. I'm stirring up a bit of my coffee. I need to add some sugar. Okay. What else? What else is in here? Nothing? Never run into a love checked out. Yes. Some shillings. All of these lead back to the street. Awesome. Okay. It's not bad. I'm gonna go get some sugar real quick. Alright. Sugar in my coffee. Ready to ride. Oh no, I control it. I can just reach my utility belt. Okay. We have arrived back outside in Whitechapel. Oh, no. We're not Whitechapel. We need to reach Whitechapel. Which is way the fuck over there. Where is it that we're going? We need to go all the way over here. Yeah, but before we do that, I actually want to level up. Because these people in other districts are hecka strong. Where's my ledge at? Over here? Get some of that aluminum powder though. For real. Man, it would have just been easier if I went inside the building, huh? I saw you doing. Messy. Dead bodies. Anyway. Like that. See if we can make any more treatments. Now, I thought this right here was a place where I could change my outfit, but apparently that is not the case. Refill all, please. Thank you. Let's see what we got here. Headaches. I don't have a treatment for that. I don't have a recipe for it. I have a treatment for it, but I don't have a recipe for it. And this dude has fatigue, so let me make a recipe for fatigue. I should probably carry one of each. One of all that I can make. We'll make these. Don't have that recipe. Alright. Break this down for components. Break those down for components. I can make a treatment for sepsis. Cool. Alright, now, as far as this goes, do I have the ingredients to upgrade it? No. What about you? No. What about you? Nope. Can I upgrade any guns? Nope. Okay. Let us see what we can do here. Level 10, which means we can get an ultimate. I want the rage. Can you dig it? Oh, it takes 2,000 to upgrade that, but what about... I'm just gonna keep my door shut. Okay, let's see. Do I want to increase the damage when I bite somebody? Or do I want to increase the blood that I get when I bite somebody? Or increase life regeneration when I bite somebody. That's really the one right there. Yeah, that's the one. And how much blood I get. I'll also spend them points out. Right. Let's confirm that. Nice. Alright, we've cured just about everybody and killed another patient. All we've been doing is killing patients so far. Pretty soon we're gonna have to start killing nurses. That's good coffee. Alright, we still only have one level of mesmerization. Which means the only other person on this chart that we could murder would be this guy here. But we need to cure his headache and get some more information from him. Level 6, level 1, level 3, level 3. Alright, let's see here. Where is... Is he back at the docks? No. Let's go to the docks. I wonder if the old lady is here with it. What's going on?
That was fast.
I'm afraid the trail of breadcrumbs leads beyond the hospital premises. I must leave for a time.
Is that so? Why?
Now it's time for you to be patient. It would seem that your blackmailer is part of a more complex machination whose root is in Whitechapel.
Machination? Do you suspect another immortal is involved?
Nothing points to that. It would seem that the motivations are quite mundane.
Well then, I wish you discreet travels, and that the muses of diplomacy bless your tongue.
I'll return with case solved, or carried on my shield.
This dude back here is tripping. Oh.
I'm so lucky to have Dr. Reid, you know. I met him in New York.
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determination.
I know.
What you say? What you say, bitch?
Good evening, Doctor.
What you say about my mama?
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
The only one that was part of the dude's social circle was the chick that thinks she's a vampire. I don't need to talk to them really. Do I? No. 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 She's right here, but now she's not. No. No. Okay, well, I don't know where she's at. I'm not gonna spend all day looking for her. But, yo, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. I've been streaming for, it seems like hours. So, yo, if you dig the content, right up that like and subscribe button. You want to comment, scrolling down and write something. I appreciate all you dudes coming to kick it with me. And I will see you on the next episode of Vampyr. Peace.